we have members of our student body who will be posing questions to you during tonight's proceedings. And our first question will come from student Chelsea Hughes.
Mr. Harrigan, built around 1912 to transport sugarcane from the island's sugar plantations to the sugar factory in the capital city of Bastia. Today, the railway has been refurbished into a profitable scenic railway for St. Kitts. What unique proposals do you have to help Anguilla's tourism industry to thrive in this increasingly competitive market? You have 2 minutes to answer this question.
I believe that the emphasis on upscale tourism has led Anguilla down a narrow path of choices. It is my contention that some of the natural sites that we have in Anguilla can play an important part for tourism and for its attraction. We have the fountain, we have different areas in the country, in this country of ours, that tourists can actually use, or we can use as a means to attract them. Also, we must ensure that our beaches are well kept and that the tourism industry can thrive based on that. Ecotourism. If we maintain a system of the keys or islands around us where there's this natural impression made, we can have tourism in that light. If we rebuild in District 1 the waterfront area, we can also attract tourists there. With a lot of, one of the things that I proposed initially, before many of the candidates even entered this race, was that we would develop the waterfront in Island Harbor. We talked about that and we have plans to develop the waterfront. Of course, we realize that each candidate has pretty much the same plan for that waterfront. That's good because it ensures that that will happen to the district number 1. In Anguilla, tourism must be looked at differently. We must increasingly endeavor to diversify our economy. We must also engage fishing, the fishing industry, develop it to a point where we can process, where we can market. We must also ensure that across in our waters, that we maintain security of our waters, that when our fishermen go in those areas, they would be able to come together and therefore have a better fishing product.
Thank you. Ms. Webster.
Thank you very much. The idea of the railway in St. Kitts is one of the creative ideas that I think Anguilla could do well to emulate. I was born in Island Harbor. I've lived in Island Harbor all my life, and I'm so proud of the history of District 1, the people in District 1. Our heritage is something that I can absolutely, identify with, and I'm committed completely to ensuring that it's sustained and that the knowledge that we have is transmitted to our children. I can see in District 1 a beautiful waterfront where we focus on our history with pirates, where we create creative industries, where people are reciting poetry and doing things, and again fostering drama and development in that way, where the boat races and the old stories of the bootleg trade, all of that comes alive, and I can see that being an incredible opportunity to diversify the tourism we know and making District 1 absolutely unique.
Mr. Hodge.
Yes, could you repeat the question again?
Chelsea.
Built around 1912 to transport sugarcane from the island's sugar plantations to the sugar factory in the capital city of Bastia. Today, the railway has been refurbished into a profitable scenic railway for St. Kitts. What unique proposals do you have to help Anguilla's tourism industry to thrive in this increasingly competitive market? You have 2 minutes.
1 minute.
Thank you. I've ridden on that railway twice, and it's been a very pleasant and illuminative trip. The Island Harbor waterfront, I have a very comprehensive program and plan for that, where the waterfront, the Sea Rock area from the eastern end of the beach all the way up to the bottom of Saginaw Hill will be developed into waterfront, hotel, cafes, souvenir shops, restaurants, and that will make a huge impact on Angola's tourism industry. It's unfortunate that Angola has put so much effort, successful effort, into developing a tourism industry and then stopped and did not continue when it came to the eastern end of Angola. The same thing can be done in Blowing Point, by the way, but I'm running for election in District 1. And we'll hope that the Blowing Point rep would look at that as well. A golf course project for the Savannah Bay area. Weekend tourism, market weekend tourism to St. Martin's. We shop in St. Martin and we will never get that stopped. And in fact, there's nothing really wrong with it. What we want is the money to come back around in a circle to Anguilla by getting St. Martin's to come and be tourists in Anguilla.
Thank you,
facilities for their kids and so on.
Thank you.